Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of Consider This. I'm Scott Mantz, and I'm so excited to talk with Spike Lee, one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, and definitely one of my personal favorites. His latest movie is called Highest to Lowest, and this is the fifth film with Spike Lee working with the great Denzel Washington, who plays a music mogul in New York who finds out that his son has been kidnapped. This is Spike Lee and Denzel Washington at the top of their game. An absolute must-see movie, one of Spike Lee's very, very best films, and it is streaming right now on Apple TV. So you have to see this film, and I'm so excited right now to be joined by the great Spike Lee. I absolutely love this film. I saw it at the Academy Museum back in August and sat next to your publicist. And I just loved.
Well, that's how that works, huh?
Yes.
Just joking, just joking, just joking.
Well, I would love to hear how this reinterpretation of Kurosawa came about for you.
Thank you for using that word. Not a remake, reinterpretation.
Yes, yes.
The phone rang. I didn't even know the number. I said, who is this? He says, Spike, it's Denzel. And he said, I got the script, and I'm going to send it to you. You get FedEx, get it tomorrow, and let me know what you think. So before I pushed the hang up button, I knew I was doing it. Not even knowing what it was. And FedEx came the next morning. I read it, saw the title, and I say, high and low.
Is that signed?
Yes, signed.
Did you get it signed?
Yes, there's a Dear Spike. This is signed, Akira Kurosawa.
Oh, dude, unbelievable. That's incredible.
So this was in the editing room while we were editing the film. So I had it positioned where this portrait was looking down from the wall over my shoulder.
Oh.
I was like, how we doing? How we doing? I got to meet.
What I know that Kurosawa has been had a big impact on your filmmaking from the very beginning.
NYU Graduate Film School.
She's got to have it.
That's Rashomon, you know?
Yes, it is. Yes,
so
it is.
When I saw what it was, you know, first of all, Denzel thought of me.
Wow.
You know, we've done 4 films together, but it was not automatic that he was going to call me. And I just knew this was going to be something special. And Denzel wanted me to do it. And also, he knew that, Spike, we didn't talk about it, but we knew that we don't do remakes.
Mm-hmm.
We do reinterpretations.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And as I said, this portrait, the signed portrait by Kurosawa, it was in the editing room. And I would, anytime there was some kind of shaky, I look over here, he's like, sometimes be like, oh, and something be like, But, you know, we're laughing, but I felt his spirit. This is I'm being serious.
But see, I know.
Go ahead.
He runs deep into your films, but and I, you know, watching it, I've seen the film 3 times now, twice in theaters, and you know, this is kind of a bold statement coming from someone who has made New York part of your films for so many years, whether it's Do the Right Thing, Son of Sam, Inside Man, but I don't think I have ever felt, and felt in my soul, New York the way that you depicted New York in this movie. I would love to hear what informed your approach to New York, working with your cinematographer again.
Matty LaBoutique.
Yes, sir.
Well, look, if you see this film, you see French Connection in this film. The chase scene. So this is when I'm doing this film, I'm thinking about Sidney Lumet, Billy Friedkin, Scorsese. I mean, these are the giants that I grew up watching.
Yeah.
So when I have homage, French word, is for me showing my love to these great filmmakers who I was seeing their films, but I was just a kid. I didn't know I want to be a filmmaker.
Wow.
That came later on. But I mean, that chase scene is directly from French Connection.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And Dean Winter is Popeye Doyle, the Gene Hackman character.
Great character, by the way. He's an awesome actor.
Yeah, so let's leave out the commercials.
Yeah. Well,
So
yeah, go ahead.
this is homage to the great New York City films, the great directors. Simple as that. And
And
this also,
yeah,
have to leave out
the man.
Kurosawa.
I love how you intercut the subway scene with the Eddie Palmier Salsa Orchestra, really ratcheting up the tension. I mean, first of all, the music is great, but it was so fitting for
Right.
that.
And also, we gotta give a shout out. The world premiere was in Cannes, but after that, the premiere was in Brooklyn, and the late great Eddie, he passed away like 3 days before that.
Oh.
So this is like, and then real quick, I want the audience to know that the ASAP character is smart. He's already come out of the prison, so he doesn't want to go back. So I have to demonstrate he's intelligent. So how is he going to do this drop? Well, number one, let's have it on a subway. Number two, let's go by a crowded subway. He sees the boss, the hated motherfucking Red Sox
No.
in town. Usual weekend, Friday, Saturday night games. Sunday afternoon, 1 p.m. Yankee Stadium. Also, let's elevate it. Historically, the Puerto Rican Day Parade is on Sunday. So putting these things all together just really raises the stake of him not being caught. And it's great cinema making. I mean, the audience is into that, seeing this thing happen.
And that guy right behind you must have approved.
Well, I believe so.
Yes.
First of all,
Yeah.
the state approved.
Oh, okay. Sure. I'll
The
bet they
state, this could not been done without the approval of the state, the Kurosawa state. So,
All right. So I'm going to start taking questions now from our viewers who were joining us.
Cool.
First one is from Rachel Kasuch from Germany. Her question is, Denzel Washington has been part of your films, of some of your most defining films. When you reunited him for this story of power and accountability, what new side of Denzel did you want to explore? And what surprised you about who he was as an artist now compared to, a couple decades ago?
Well, Denzel and I did not know the last time we worked prior to this film was 19 years ago. We've seen each other, go to games together, dinner, but we had not worked together. So Denzel called me. The phone rang. I didn't even know the number, and it was him.
Wow.
He said, I'm sending you a script. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You get it tomorrow at FedEx. even before I hung up the phone, I knew I was doing it. And our relationship is based over many, many years on love and trust. So if he was displaying that love and trust to me, because he could go to any director he wants to, but he chose me. So I knew that was a blessing. So it really didn't get deeper than that. We're the team is back together. The
Yeah,
dynamic duel, and that was it.
that was it. That was it. Next question
But
is
no,
from,
but knowing no,
yeah.
I would see stuff in him that I'd not seen before, and I hope he would see the same thing in me.
What did you see in him that you hadn't seen before?
He was doing a lot of improv.
Cool.
The scene with him and A$AP Rocky in the recording studio, that was not scripted.
Wow.
Denzel came in and changed the whole thing. Well, and me and A$AP did not know that. He studied Nas's album, Illmatic album, and just took it over. So it's a blessing to work with a guy like that.
No kidding. That is awesome. The next question, Spike, is from Thomas Manning from WNCU in North Carolina.
The
Question.
Tar Heels.
All right. This was your first time collaborating with the great Jeffrey Wright, who has been one of the most consistently interesting actors in Hollywood over the past couple decades. Now that you finally had the chance to work with him, what are some aspects of his talent as a performer that stand out to you personally as a filmmaker?
Here's the thing. Jeffrey Wright and I live in the same, we're in the same neighborhood, Fort Greene, Brooklyn. So we see each other all the time.
Oh,
But through schedules and whatnot, we never had the opportunity to work together. So as soon as this script came and I read, I said, that is for, and also his son, his real life biological son plays his son in it too.
yep.
So I have a long list of people I would like to work with, and I'm just happy that I could cross Jeffrey off that list, and we're going to follow up too.
Yeah, I felt like look back, I'm like, have they not worked together before? And
We never worked together before.
yeah, and I feel like he's at the top of his game right now with
Oh yeah,
yeah. All right. I'm going to move on. Next question. Marcio Salem or Salim. Sorry, I hope I'm not messing your name up. From Brazil. And this question is about the costumes, which played a significant role in dividing two worlds, two social classes. Can you please elaborate on the ideas behind the costume design of highest to lowest?
I forgot the name. What's the name? Quick. Francine. Okay. Francine. Hold on. I forget. I'm terrible with names. And this is the first time we worked together. Francine. What?
Jameson Tanchuk.
What?
Jameson Tanchuk.
Yeah. Francine Tanchuk. She was great. And we sat down, went over the script, and we just had the look that the film needed. Simple as that. It wasn't no deep dive. We knew the script told us what to do.
Sure, of course. Yeah, the script is amazing. Alan Fox wrote a really, really great screenplay. All right, next question is from Darren Garrett from Equal Pride Advocate channel. The song and the singer at the end of the film.
Ayanna Lee.
Yes, so pivotal to the story. At what point did you know you found the right person and the right performance to end the film so perfectly?
Well, music is my thing.
Oh, sure.
And on Instagram, I saw her. And when I went to LA, I DM and I said, we got to meet. So we met, and I said, look, you have to audition. So when we did that scene, that was recorded live.
Oh, wow.
That was not done a playback. But here's another one to say. Denzel is a genius,
Yes, he is.
and if people you listen to that scene, it starts out just with the pianist, and then it builds into the feel of a 90-piece orchestra.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
That was not my intention. While we were editing this scene, I kept seeing something on Denzel's face, how he's reacting to it. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. He knows she could sing. He's about to sign her. But in his mind, in his music mind, he's thinking about what the record's gonna be. That's why, if you see the film again, it starts out solo piano, and then it builds to the end, the crescendo, a 90-piece orchestra.
Hmm. Hmm.
That would have never happened if I didn't see what was happening on Denzel's face.
It's amazing how,
Well, I'm telling you,
yeah, yeah.
that in the you look at the film, it's just her and the pianist. By the end of the scene, you hear a 90-piece orchestra. I never thought that. But it was Denzel's face that made me think of that. Him reacting to her singing.
Mhm. And you're reacting to we're reacting just like you reacted to him because it's a great the movie really sticks the landing with the performance and his reaction to it.
That's the finale.
But speaking of music, Spike, this is your not I want to say your ninth collaboration on a feature with your composer, Howard Drawson.
Well, no, 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 no. This is my first time. Howard Drawson did a lot of orchestrations for the
Uh,
scores by Terrence Blanchard.
oh,
So this is the first time it was just him alone.
okay.
So,
So what was
so
that like? Because the score is
oh
epic.
no, I mean it was. I knew he was capable because I saw that he was writing orchestrations for the Terrence Blanchard scores. So it's not like we were strangers.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, the music is, especially during the exchange, is
Yeah, yeah.
it's a spectacular.
I
All right,
mean, if I can use a French word, music is my métier.
all right. Next question is from Gene, covering from Kazakhstan or covering for Kazakhstan. So Denzel's character has an unbelievable art collection in the film. I heard that some of the pieces came from your own collection.
A lot,
A
not
lot.
some, a lot, but they're reproductions because film crews are notorious for
Oh, smart.
destroying.
Smart. But the question is, Spike, can you talk about how you chose those works and how the art helped shape or reflect the character of, David King?
Well, the art you see is in my office and at my home. So if it's in my home, it's something I like. Also, the artwork was going to be shorthand. So when you see a Basquiat or wherever on the wall, first of all, you see where he lives. It was a great, great drone shot where we go from the East River up to the penthouse. And so it's shorthand. This guy got money. Not to
Yeah.
explain it. He has money. Just look at the art in his house, in his
And the
penthouse.
view, the view of
Yeah.
downtown.
And the
Yeah.
view. Right away, shorthand.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. All right. So I just wanted to say again to all the journalists watching, make sure you add your questions to the bottom. Go to the chat function, put your question, your name, and your outlet. I, you know, with all the films you have done, all the features, not just the documentaries, but also mainly on the feature films, the narrative features you've directed since 1986.
Woo!
Time you direct a film, there's got to be like a special takeaway for you. And again, because I feel like Highest to Lowest feels so different from anything you've ever done, what was the biggest takeaway for you making this movie as a director?
A lot of action.
A lot of action. Hmm. Hmm.
And again, just the fifth film with Denzel Washington, and the fact that he asked me to to do it. But if I can answer this question, because I thought you were going to answer, yeah, I thought something, but didn't turn into. So if in my mind, if I say, out loud, I thought you were going to ask, what was the most important film you think I've done? The most important film I've done was a documentary called Four Little Girls.
I was going to bring that up. Yeah, I was going to bring that up.
Four Little Girls is about the four little black girls who were murdered with the dynamiting of the Sixth Street Baptist Church on a September Sunday, 1963.
63. Yep.
J. Edgar Hoover and the FBI knew who did it from the get. The guy's nickname was Dynamite Bob. And only two went to jail. And once we made the film, I wanted to be eligible for an Academy Award in the documentary category. And to do that, you have to have a 1 week theatrical run. And before this 1 week theatrical run to the film forum here in New York City, I got a phone call, and it was the FBI.
Oh boy.
I said, "Don't, just calm down, Mr. Lee. Can you please send us a print of the documentary?" I sent it to him, and they reopened the case. Again, this was 1963. And
Yeah.
so two of the four guys were walking around free. They reopened the case, and they sent those two murderers to prison. So for me, that's, and I got to know the parents too, because they're in the film.
Mm-hmm.
So they thanked me, for that.
Wow.
There's nothing I can do that's gonna, for me,
Personal, yeah, sure, of course.
that's personal. Yeah.
No, the features you've made, the documentaries after Katrina, the way you go back and forth.
Mm.
How does that how does working on documentaries feed into your
It's
narrative? Go ahead.
storytelling.
Uh-huh. Mhm, mhm.
That's why I don't have a block going from. For me, it's storytelling. So once you get into the mindset of storytelling, you're not gonna say, "Oh, no, this is a narrative. What am I gonna do? Oh, this is a documentary." I don't. For me, I don't have that. Storytelling.
Storytelling. All right. Okay. Going back to journalist questions here. Paul Southon from AM/FM Magazine. His question is, Spike, your films have been amazing and love hearing your passion and spirit. I second that. What is it that keeps you going with the intensity that we've always seen from you, which is apparent in this film?
Well, as a parent, I'll add another parent of parents, if that's a word. Courtside at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. But anyway, here's the thing though, and this is something I thank that person for that.
Oh, sure. Yep.
I'm a tenured professor of film at New York University, graduate film school, where I went. My great DP, Ernest Dickerson, and Ang Lee, we were classmates.
Mm.
And so I tell my students that hopefully the reason why they're in film school is because this is what they want to do. Because when you are given a gift that is what you want to do in life, you won.
Yeah.
You've won. And I say this because many people aren't given that gift and go to their grave having worked at a job professionally hated. And they're gonna do that because they're not gonna let their children go hungry or not have roof over your head. So you're gonna do what you gotta do.
Absolutely.
But when they get up in the morning, they're not like happy to go to work. So if you get up in the morning, you know what? I don't need, when I'm out of the shoot, I don't even need alarm clock. I got to be on the set at 6. I'm waking up at 5 without an alarm clock because I'm going to a place that I love where I'm gonna have fun. And you can't get that. For me, if it's not something that you've been blessed with opportunity to do that, whatever it is.
It is obvious you had fun making this movie. I mean, I could feel the vitality and the energy. So, I mean, and again, I was at that Academy screening at the museum in August, and it was a rousing experience. And that leads into this question from Mike McGranahan from the aisle seat, whose
What's his
question,
name?
Mike McGranahan.
That sounds like the luck of the Irish.
Mike McGranahan from the aisle seat. Spike, his question is, your career has been amazingly varied in terms of genre and content. Absolutely. Is there anything you haven't done yet that you're really want to tackle?
An all right singing and dancing musical.
Really? A musical? Is there a musical you have in mind?
Nothing I really talk about because I mean, that's why I'm superstitious. Don't talk about something until it happens, but it's going to happen.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is awesome.
Can I tell a quick story?
Yeah, please.
And we got time. We're running this. My mother was a cinephile, and my father hated movies. I'm the first child. So my love of sports and music comes from my father. My love of cinema comes from my mother. And since I'm the first child, my mother's movie date. And she loved Sean Connery, James Bond, 007. So when the film came out, my mother always wanted to go to opening weekend. Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday afternoon. So she took me to see Goldfinger. Bad impersonation of Shirley Bassey. Anyway, I grew up to love Sean Connery and 007. So the ejector seat, I mean, that shit was crazy. So anyway, there's a lull in the film. Also, the theater's packed. There's a lull in the film, no explosions, whatever, shooting. And I say to my mother, Mommy, why is that lady's name Pussy Galore? The whole audience and the theater's packed. True story. My mother grabbed me by the neck. Don't you say anything. I'm like, I take your ass. I still remember to this day. This is 1963.
Yeah.
Everybody heard that. And I've been traumatized ever since then.
But did she ever answer the question? Did she ever answer the question?
No, I just almost choked to death. I was like this. I'm like, what did I say? What did I say? True story.
For sharing. All right. So I'm going to take us out with one more question.
Right.
Rachel Kasuch from Germany. And I think this is a good one to take out with highs to lowest deals with class, culture, fame, the price of ambition. When audiences finish watching it, what kind of conversations do you hope it sparks? Not just about the thriller aspect, but about the world in which we live in now.
Great question, Endless. When you have an actor like Denzel Washington, one of the greatest living actors ever.
Yep.
Great actors, what they do is the audience is put in their shoes because they're with that character. And so what Denzel did with this audience, the audience, while they're watching a film, they ask themselves, if they were in that situation, Denzel's in, would they pay the ransom? Some people say yes, other people like, that's not my kid. So that would be that's my answer.
That's a good answer. All right. So just earlier in this conversation, you brought up Scorsese, Friedkin, all those greats.
Sidney Lumet.
Sidney Lumet, yes, you remember. Just make sure you put yourself in there with those guys because you're
That's
there.
That's not for me to do.
That is for me to do, and I'm happy to do it.
All right.
Spike Lee, thank you so much for a great conversation. Thank you to all the journalists joining us. Please spread the word about Highest to Lowest. It is streaming now on Apple TV. Spike, until we meet again, see it.